World War II. From 1939 to 1945, the world was engulfed in a war involving over 100 million people from more than 30 countries. Amidst the chaos, certain moments redefined the world we live in. Today we're diving into the turning points of World War II. September 1st, 1939. For years, tensions had been building in Europe. Germany, humiliated and crippled by reparations, seethed under Adolf Hitler. Then the unthinkable. The Wehrmacht slams into Poland. It's a blitzkrieg, a brutal display of modern military might. Poland, bravely defended, stood little chance. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had begun. 1940. France has fallen to the relentless advance of the German forces. The Nazi swastika flies ominously over Paris, a symbol of occupation and despair. Only Great Britain stands defiant, a beacon of hope in a darkened Europe. In the skies above, the Luftwaffe clashes fiercely with the RAF, each side vying for dominance. Spitfires and Hurricanes, though outmatched in numbers, are not outfought in spirit and skill. Civilians huddle in shelters, praying for dawn, enduring the relentless bombing raids. The RAF, bolstered by brave pilots from occupied territories, fought with stunning ferocity and determination. The Luftwaffe, bleeding pilots and planes, eventually retreated, unable to sustain their losses. The Battle of Britain proved to the world that Hitler's armies were not invincible, marking a turning point in the war. December 7th, 1941, a date that will live in infamy. At Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, the US Pacific Fleet lies at anchor, a symbol of American naval power. A Sunday morning, peaceful, serene, with sailors going about their routines. Then, the unimaginable Japanese aircraft unleash hell from the skies, catching everyone off guard. Battleships explode, airfields become infernos, and chaos reigns supreme. The surprise attack cripples the US Pacific Fleet, leaving devastation in its wake. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, with a heavy heart, declares war on Japan, uniting the nation. With the US drawn into the conflict, the global nature of the war is cemented, changing the course of history. The sleeping giant prepares to unleash its fury, mobilizing its vast resources for the war effort. 1942. The German army meets a formidable adversary in the Soviet Union. Hitler commits his forces to Stalingrad, a symbol of survival. Street by street, house by house, the battle rages. Winter descends, bringing unimaginable suffering, yet the Red Army holds. The Germans, exhausted and undersupplied, falter. Stalingrad marks a turning point on the Eastern Front. The Red Army begins its march towards Berlin. June 6th, 1944, a date that would forever change the course of history. For years, Europe has groaned under the oppressive Nazi yoke, with millions living in fear and despair. Across the English Channel, a storm is brewing, not just of weather, but of a monumental military operation. This is Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day, meticulously planned by the Allies to liberate Europe. The largest amphibious invasion in history, involving thousands of ships and landing crafts, is set in motion. On the beaches of Normandy, Allied forces storm ashore, braving enemy fire and treacherous terrain. Facing them are the formidable defences of Hitler's Atlantic Wall, designed to repel any invasion. The fighting is fierce, the casualties horrific, as both sides endure unimaginable suffering. D-Day marked a decisive blow against the Nazi war machine, paving the way for the liberation of Europe and the eventual end of World War II. 1945. The war in Europe is over, but in the Pacific the fighting rages on. August 6th, 1945. Hiroshima. A blinding flash, a mushroom cloud. The world's first atomic bomb is used in warfare. The city is incinerated, tens of thousands vaporized. 3 days later, Nagasaki suffers the same fate. Japan surrenders unconditionally. The atomic age has dawned, casting a long shadow over the future. World War II. A global cataclysm that reshaped the geopolitical landscape. Understanding the turning points of this conflict is essential to comprehending the world today. From the ashes rose a new world order marked by the Cold War and the rise of international organizations. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, subscribe, and comment on other crucial events of World War II.